vogelfrei. 100 Mann und ich bin dabei. 100 Mann und ein Befehl und ein Weg, den keiner will. Tag ein, Tag aus, wer weiß wohin. Verbranntes Land, und was ist der Sinn?
And it is the Desert Fox signing on. But before the video starts, I'd like to say, please listen to this short message. Now please subscribe, hit that notification bell, please leave a comment, and you might as well give me $5. And thank you. Let's get on to the video. Now today, if you may have seen the title, we're talking about World War I. Now you see, World War I was a very obviously large war, World War I. However, it is my belief that any good historian who knows the Reich in Germany well at that time in World War I, and who knows all the details, will know that if Russia did not want to intervene, it would be a small-scale regional war. So, let's talk about it. Now, I have another video coming out. Please check that one out. That is about what may have caused World War I. Well, this is about caused. That's a little conspiracy theory, a little on the spooky side, just for fun, to try to get views, likes. I may believe in that one, may not. It is interesting though, so you should check out that video, please. But now we're talking about the Tsar and a little bit about Germany. Now you see, Germany was huge back then, and well, most of Europe back then was Germany, because Poland, Czechoslovakia, Estonia, many other places were definitely not Slav at that time. They were German. So I would like to show you a picture of that coming up now. So this would be the area of Germany before World War I, since it was part of the Roman Empire, so it owned quite a bit. And here would be the picture after World War I. Very reduced, as you can obviously see. Now let's go. Now you can see that size difference. It's amazing, quite definitely. But we need to talk about what happened exactly. Now you see, pre-stages of World War I, there was a lot of wars with revolutions in Czechoslovakia and other countries, and just, well, you know, stuff like that. So, and before that, America was also ramped up on purpose, because we all know the Titanic sunk from an iceberg, right? Wrong. This theory would conclude that the Titanic was actually sunk by an explosive, because everyone who was on the Titanic opposed the Federal Reserve, which was it was basically taxes, FBI, everything that we have now. Everyone was opposed on the Titanic, so that really doomed America, that the sinking of the Titanic, because many important politicians would affect today's history were on there, and that would have took history much a different course. And America might have not even won World War I, might even not have intervened really. But back to the Europe, you see, you have the Tsar, the British Prime Ministers, the government, and the French all fighting over who gets Germany, because, you see, before World War I, Germany was a superpower, and they could defeat all of Europe pretty fast. So, well, Germany did not want war with its neighboring countries that it was allies of years with through battles like Peking, or it did not want to go to war with them, obviously. So what they did is they all came down on Germany by staging revolutions, fake ones, and taking Germany's land. So that would have been taken, this slice would have been taken by Russia, this slice would have been taken by France. So almost France was very tiny, Spain was tiny, most of Africa and West Africa was ruled by Germany. So, you see, what happened was everyone wanted to take a slice of Germany. And then Germany, well, got obviously angry. However, when they took them to world court, like something what they had back then, like was similar to the Geneva Convention. When they took them, the judges who ruled it were Russian and Slovakian, which were literally basically for them. And the Germans have no representatives. They have no judges on their side. So it was ruled unanimously that Russia, France, and Britain would get that land. Now, you see, that was an absolute devastating blow to Germany because you just get your land taken by your supposed allies and get ripped off by Slovakian judges, and then get your prime minister killed in front of his family while he was when he was in a carriage. Now, you see, all this could have been invented. Now, I don't think the assassination of the Austrian prime minister could have been prevented. That, nah. But I think if they did not take Germany's land, it could have been definitely prevented. Then we have the real bad part, the Tsar. Now, the Tsars for years were good people, great leaders, and golden age producers. However, Tsar Nicholas II, we'll have an episode coming up on Lenin, following him much more, was just a little too arrogant to say that Germany was better. So, when Germany did go to war, Russia went to war, and you see, it was just going to be a small conflict between Germany trying to get his land back from France. So they went into France. However, France had a giant wall, and the only spot on that wall they could really get through was Belgium. Now, the Germans don't own Belgium. Britain was Belgium was a proxy country for Britain since the British took it over in that deal. So what the Germans would do is they would want to just go in through Belgium. And you see, usually in these conflicts, usually the guy who owns the country is just going to let both sides through and just try to cause minimum casualties as possible and just let them lightly through. Britain, they said nope. So Germany said, so can we go from the water? Nope. So Germany had one choice. Don't get our land back and become feebler and feebler, or get our land back. So Germany said, let's just try to hold off the war for a little while longer. What this would do is, you see, they said they bought their land back from the Tsar, from France. Then they took it over again and said they wanted more money, but they kept the money Germany already paid them. This was outrageous. So Germany said, I guess there is no chance. We have to go to war. Germany went to war, and well, as you know, they kicked ass. So that's why it'd be a small regional conflict. However, Russia came in because they wanted to show its might. However, Russia wasn't doing too good with minimal supplies and just bad leading altogether. And then we have Rasputin, garbling everything up, turning everything to hell. It is not that good. I'll show you a picture of Rasputin and, well, how he affected the soldiers in World War I, the Russian soldiers specifically. Now you see, this was the awful man, Rasputin, who was, well, old bark no bite with his military leadership. He did not rule Russia, but he might as well with his manipulation of the Tsars. I'll show you a picture of Tsar Nicholas now. Now, I'm sorry that I have to cut this video short, and there's a lot to explain, so please subscribe, like I said. And then, once we reach a certain subscriber point, I can start making videos past 15 minutes, and I don't have a timer on. But until then, I basically have a timer, so please look for part 2, and look for the other World War I episode that we have coming up. And until then, this has been the Desert Fox, signing off.